So Andy came out and looked at this first. It rained all last night, right after we got the butyl tape in. And I texted him and I said, "How did we do?" And he just sent me a frowny face. So I of course had to come out and look. And I looked all the way up and down here, and it all looks pretty good. Went all the way down. I mean, there's a little bit of shiny, maybe that's a little bit of water. Yeah, there's some water coming in there. And at the top, I think it's actually pretty good. I didn't see any water up here until here. And that is completely soaked. And that is completely soaked. And everything going all the way down this wall, you guessed it, is completely soaked. So, we are sad. Because that was 14 hours of work yesterday, and we're both exhausted and don't want to do anything today because that was so much work. We've got other basically layers of sealant that we can do around it. Yeah, we'll just need to take some time and evaluate what happened and what we can do to fix it. Okay, day 8. Day 7 ended up not being super productive. We were due for a rest day anyway. I mean, it kind of just turned into a planning day and a feeling sorry for ourselves day, for just the seal didn't work at all. So this is what we have out here. Woo. So this is the seal along the top. It's mostly, all it is butyl tape right now, which we knew wasn't completely finished, so I guess we shouldn't be surprised that it leaked. So we still need to seal that. The biggest issue, I think, is right here. There's a seal that goes along the back of the roof and comes down, and we didn't do anything with that. So I think water just kind of ran along here and just poured inside because there's just nothing really sealing about that. So we're gonna spend some time sealing that, maybe putting some kind of tape over it. So these are actually kind of loose now. I don't exactly know how that happened. So tightening some of those down, getting the extra butyl that has squeezed out since trimmed off, adding actual sealant over the top of it, and I think we're gonna be good. We're also probably gonna have to replace some of the wood that we just replaced on the inside because it is soaked now. But ideally that will do it. And we're gonna have, I think, another test rain tonight. So hopefully we get it sealed before then. So, hopefully we're doing overkill now. We have sprayed some of this up here on the inside, all the way around the corners, so that even if it does start to get through, hopefully we'll stop there. That needs to cure for, I think, 20 minutes before we can do another layer. We have recut all of the wood pieces to go back in because all the other ones are wet. And we are going to actually do the sealant around the edges rather than just butyl tape this time, which we were planning on doing before. We just ran out of time. Don't judge me, we're not complete morons. And then Dicor along the ceiling the roof seal, which was this part right here. We're going to go ahead and seal all the way along that. Probably replace those huge washers that are up there as well. There's something about threatening skies that just really makes you want to work on sealing up a roof. We felt a couple drops, so we threw on plastic. Andy is running to Home Depot to grab some washers or hole pluggers or whatever for those. When we take those out, we have them taken out over here with massive holes left. Yeah, so we need to fill those and seal around them. Yeah, so that we don't have a swimming pool in the back of the bus. Seal that goes across the roof is kind of not doing jack, and we're gonna throw some flex tape all the way across to try to seal it.
Alright, this is the roof. These are where some giant bolts used to be. We covered them with a waterproof permanent tape, which also covers this seam. Now, the factory left this this center seam as just a plastic piece shoved between this fiberglass piece of the roof and this fiberglass piece of the roof, and we didn't feel like that was good enough, so we covered it with this waterproof tape and covered the parts near the old bolt holes with this self-leveling sealant. Around the doors, let me grab the light, we have also resealed. So we have tightened everything up. We replaced the old wet wood with new wood and put new caulking all the way around the edges. So we're hoping that this will finally seal everything.
Fingers crossed.